7 Uhr auf. Ja. Rosi, um wie viel Uhr stehst du auf?
Ich hatte Abendschicht, Sir. Ja,
Ja.
so, also ich habe 7:30 aufstanden.
Ich bin um halb
Aufstanden.
ja, aufgestanden.
Aufgestanden. Ich bin
Okay.
7:30 aufgestanden.
Okay, in the chat box, I've written the word Abendschicht. It's there in the chat box.
Ja, Abendschicht.
Ja, ich habe das gesehen, ja. So.
Ja, Abendschicht, die Schicht.
Abendschicht.
So what does it mean in the work context? Schicht.
Shift.
Shift. But on its own, what does the word Schicht mean? Do you know what it means? Also ich nehme ein Scheibe Brot, I take a loaf of bread, dann kommt eine Schicht Butter, dann eine Schicht Konfitüre, dann noch eine Scheibe.
Piece, eine Piece.
Nein, leer.
Layer. Good. So Schicht means layer, a layer after layer.
Okay.
The first one is my slice of bread. Then butter, a layer of butter. Then a layer of jam. Then a layer of honey. Then the final layer of another slice. So layers. Yeah, one after the other, one on top of the other. That is a layer. The second meaning. So Schicht hat zwei Bedeutungen. Einmal Morgenschicht, Abendschicht, Nachtschicht, night shift, duty-wise. The other one, in Schichten, in layers. When you're cooking something, you make one layer after the other. Ice cream, for example. Vanilla on top of that chocolate, on top of that strawberry or whatever. So these are all layers. Das ist auch dann Schicht. Gut. Premada ist auch hier. Jeet und Nitesh, um wie viel Uhr steht ihr auf?
Ja, Herr, normalerweise stehe ich zwischen 6 oder 7 Uhr auf und am Sonntag schlafe ich lange.
Aha, also Sonntag genießt du.
Ja.
Total, ne? Okay, Jeet?
Ja, am Samstag immer gehe ich raus mit meinen Freunden und wir spielen oder ja, wir gehen normalerweise ins Kino, aber heutzutage wegen Pandemie gehen wir nicht so viel raus. Aber
Ja.
jetzt genießen wir zu Hause auch.
Okay, und Jeet, um wie viel Uhr stehst du dann auf?
Normalerweise stehe ich um 9 Uhr auf und schlafe ich für 7 Uhr.
Was meinst du, 7 Uhr? Abend? Schon?
Nein, in der Nacht.
7?
Ja, 7 Uhr schlafe ich. Ja. Um 2 Uhr oder 14 Uhr schlafe ich.
Ja?
Und am Morgen 9 Uhr ja, stehe ich auf.
Hey, was meinst du denn 7 Uhr? What time do you go to sleep?
2 o'clock.
Oh, 2 Uhr.
Ja.
Nicht 7. I heard it as 7.
Nein, 7. 2 Uhr.
Ist 7.
Ja.
Ja, um 2 Uhr. Ja, um 2 Uhr gehst du schlafen. Oh mein Gott, das ist schon spät. Um 2 Uhr träume ich von etwas. I'm dreaming of something um 2 Uhr. Wovon träumt ihr? What do you people dream of? Vom Leben, von dem Beruf oder von
Meistens
ja?
träume ich von Mein alt Haus.
Meinem alten Haus.
Alten Haus, ja.
Aha. Und wovon träumen die anderen? So, wovon träumst du?
Leider, ich habe keine Träume, weil normalerweise jeden Tag ich ganz müde bin.
Also du hast einen träumlosen Schlaf.
Ja, Deep Sleep, how do you say? Eine Tiefschlafe oder? I don't know.
Ja, ich bin im tiefen Schlaf.
Tiefe Schlafe, ja.
Im
Jeden
tiefen
Tag,
Schlaf.
jeden Tag ich fahre viel und ich spiele jeden Tag mindestens 2 Stunden. So, normalerweise bin ich ganz müde jeden Tag. So, ich habe einen tiefen Schlaf und ohne Träume.
Ohne Träume, okay. Was spielst du denn? Was spielst du? Federball?
Ja, Federball.
Okay.
Federball.
Monika, träumst du? Und wovon träumst du?
Ich träume von einem schönes Haus in Hamburg.
Ja,
Koffen.
einem schönen Haus?
Ja, einem schönen Haus. Koffen in Hamburg.
In Hamburg. Okay. Priyambada, wovon träumst du? Hallo, Priyambada, bist du da?
Hallo Sir, ja. Guten
Wovon
Morgen,
träumst
alles
du?
zusammen, ja. Nein, ich habe kein Traume, ja.
Keine Träume, okay.
Ja. Aber
Gut,
ich
dann-
denke,
ja?
ich soll etwa gut für unsere Gesellschaft tun, ja.
Okay, also das ist auch ein Traum. Oder ist das ein Wunsch?
Ja,
Vermutigen,
Wunsch.
oder?
Nee, Wunsch, Desire. Ja, Wish. Okay. So, Oma, wovon träumst du?
Manchmal bekomme ich Träume, aber sie sind einfach überreisend.
Also du träumst von Reisen.
Träume von Reisen.
Von Reisen.
Reisen.
Jula,
Ich träume über meine Deutschunterricht. Jeden Tag.
das ist kein Traum, das ist ein Albtraum. Versteht ihr das Wort Albtraum? Der Albtraum?
Was bedeutet das?
Also ein schlechter Traum ist ein Albtraum.
Albtraum.
Check the chat box.
Yes, sir. Der Albtraum.
Ja, Albtraum bedeutet ein schlechter Traum. Das ist ein guter Traum. It's a bad dream.
Battery.
It's a nightmare. Von Deutsch träumen ist so ein schlechter Traum. Das ist ein Albtraum. Rosi, wovon träumst du?
Meistens ich gehe Bett am 1 Uhr, 2 Uhr.
Ja.
Also ich habe tief schlafen.
Ja.
Es ist
Keine Träume.
Es ist lange Zeit, ich habe keine Trauma.
Keine Träume gehabt. Ja, ich habe keine Träume gehabt. We are practicing this perfect which we learned yesterday. So there, that's why I'm trying to encourage all of you to speak and use that perfect. Anbarasi,
Yes, sir.
wovon träumst du? Ja.
Meine Trauma ist B1 Prüfung bis Täter und arbeite in Deutschland Krankenschwester mit meiner Family.
Okay, also du träumst von einer Arbeit in Deutschland. You're dreaming of working or a job in Germany, right?
Ja, Sir.
Okay. Nitesh, wovon träumst du?
Ja, Herr, ich träume immer von vielen Sachen. Ich bin ja also heutzutage träume ich von vielen Sachen, wie in Deutschland zu studieren, nach Deutschland zu fliegen oder da leben. Und ja, ich hatte nie gedacht, dass ich auch ein großes Haus oder ein großes Auto hatte. Ich habe immer ich wollte nur immer ein abenteuerliches Leben und ja, einfach eine Weltreise machen.
Ah, oh, ich komme mit. Wir machen zusammen die Weltreise.
Ja.
Ja, ich komme auch mit. Weltreise, ich möchte auch eine Weltreise machen. Jeet, wovon träumst du?
Ich träume meistens träume ich von meinem alten Haus und Leute. Zum Beispiel meine Freunde und Family-Mitglieder.
Mitglieder, ja, gut. Ja, ja.
Und
und habt ihr schon
bekannten
okay.
Leute.
Also habt ihr schon einen Traum gehabt und ist dieser Traum in Erfüllung gegangen? Have you had a dream and has this dream been fulfilled? Habt ihr schon einen Traum gehabt und ist dieser Traum in Erfüllung gegangen?
Noch nicht.
Nein.
Noch nicht. Noch nicht. Not yet. Ja, in Erfüllung gehen. Etwas geht in Erfüllung. Bedeutet, something is fulfilled. The fulfillment of something. In Erfüllung gehen. Und warum habe ich das alles hier gefragt? Weil das ist das Thema heute. Das Thema, das nehmen wir, also wir nehmen ein neues Thema heute. Es ist dann die Lektion, die Hauptlektion. Gelebte Träume. Der Traum, die Träume. Das ist das Thema für heute. Und träumen, das ist das Verb. Verb heißt träumen. Also das ist das Verb hier. Träumen. Und normalerweise die Präposition von wird mit diesem Verb benutzt. Träumen von. The verb that comes with this preposition, the preposition that comes with this verb is von. So, gelebte Träume. Was bedeutet dieser Spruch? What does this saying mean? Träume nicht dein Leben, lebe deinen Traum. Was ist die Bedeutung hier? Is right?
It means dream not for your life. Live your dream.
Can you explain it a little more?
This is
or anybody else?
Dreams are not your
it's like don't dream
your love.
life, but make the dreams come true in life, or live
Yes. Yes, don't spend your life dreaming.
dreaming. Yeah.
Ja, träume nicht dein Leben. Don't dream away your life, whole day you're sitting outside and so on. But whatever you have dreamt, whatever you want, your wishes, your dreams, try to live them, make them come true. Man muss oder man soll versuchen, diese Träume zu verwirklichen, to realize, to make them come real, become true. Also, what are the possible dreams here, you think, these three pictures? A, B, C?
Reisen, singen und spielen.
Singen, spielen, Fußball spielen.
Also Reisen. Also was für eine Reise?
Eine Reise ist einfach nach meiner Meinung Freiheit.
What kind of journey is this?
Mit
dem Auto.
Mit dem Auto?
Ja, aber Ritesh, du hast ein spezifisches Wort benutzt.
Abendliche Reisen.
Abenteuerlich.
Abenteuerlich. Ja. So eine abenteuerliche Reise. Was ist eine abenteuerliche Reise?
Adventurous.
Adventure. Genau. Eine Adventure oder ein adventurous journey. So sieht es aus hier, ne? Das stimmt nicht Deutschland. Agreed?
Ja, im Middle East vielleicht.
Vielleicht, also im Mittelosten sagen wir, genau.
Ja,
Und wovon träumt diese Frau?
Singen?
Singen.
Ja, von Singen.
Ein Studio.
Eine Sängerin zu werden, eine Musikerin zu werden. To become a musician vielleicht. Und hier?
Fußball? Vielleicht ein Mann Fußballer zu werden.
Fußballspieler.
Fußballspieler zu werden. Ein Profi. You know the word Profi?
Profile?
Professional.
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 Okay,
Profi. P-R-O-F-I. So ein Profispieler zu werden. Oh, da gibt es ja viel Geld. Profi-Fußballspieler.
Aber zuerst, wir müssen für viele Geld so spenden oder so verbringen. Ausgeben. Ja.
Ausgeben. Ja, natürlich, aber wir bekommen mehr Geld nachher.
Aber wir nicht sicher.
Ja,
wir bekommen eine gute Chance. Ja, es ist möglich.
Ich stimme dir zu, aber dafür muss man dann arbeiten, viel arbeiten. Das ist der Kampf des Lebens. That's the struggle of life. You have to be good, very, very good. And to be very, very, very good, you have to struggle. You have to work hard. You have to put in a lot of effort.
Ja, wir denken gleich. Wir bekommen entweder viel Geld oder
Also daran muss ich denken. Okay, so let's look at the topic here. Gelebte Träume. Was ist gelebte Träume? Was bedeutet das hier? Leben, lebte, gelebt.
सोन लिव्ड सोन गलेब मतलब हो चुके एक्सपीरियंस पहले
Yes.
जो कर चुके पूरे fulfilled dreams.
Okay, also fulfilled dreams. Well done. Well done. Fulfilled dreams. Gelebt. That means dreams that you have had in the night, even daytime. Some people dream even in the daytime, and these dreams have become real. So when you say gelebte Träume, dreams that have been lived, you have experienced them. And now the interesting part here. Let's try reading. Unfortunately, since all of us have to share, and I want everyone to take part in this, there are how many lines do we have? 55, 6 lines each. All of us. So we'll take the opening paragraph.
Yeah, Spanish.
Ja, bitte.
der eine hat einen großen Traum, der nächste vielleicht mehrere kleine. Die Träume der Menschen sind so unterschiedlich wie die Menschen selbst. Manche sind realistisch wie die Menschen selbst, manche sind realistisch und manche scheinen vielleicht völlig unreißbar. Es gibt Menschen, die trotzdem nicht aufgeben und plötzlich ist der Lebenstraum ganz nah.
Jawohl. Haben wir das verstanden? Do we understand that?
Ja, ein bisschen.
Ja, was wird hier gesagt? What is being said here?
Yeah, one thing for us is big, that can be for another is so small, or one thing for another is big, that
Ja?
can also for small.
Ja. Und die Träume, alle Träume sind
Ja.
unterschiedlich, verschieden.
Unterschiedlich, ja.
So what does it mean, unterschiedlich?
Different.
They are different. Yeah, they are varying. They are of different types. Not everyone has the same dream. So the meaning here, the noun here is der Unterschied, the difference. Der Unterschied. So unterschiedlich is an adjective. So many dreams are as different as the people are. So look at the comparison here. Unterschiedlich is the positive degree. And we are using the positive degree with so wie, as different as the people. Do you remember this usage? Adjectives. So gut wie, so groß wie, so schnell wie.
So wichtig wie.
Genau. Do you remember that?
Ja, sir.
Yeah, so, then the positive degree, and then the we. As. So wichtig wie, as important as. So when we are comparing two things of similar kinds, same, similar or equal terms, dann nehmen wir so und wie als die Komparativformen und das Adjektiv steht im Positiv. There are three degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, und superlative. So good, better, best. Fast, faster, fastest. Important, more important, most important. Slow, slower, slowest. Small, smaller, smallest. So 3 degrees. The first one, positive. So 2 things are in the same degree, as good as beautiful as quick as. Dann sagen wir so plus wie. If we do the comparative, unterschiedlicher, schöner, kleiner, then we use the word als, A-L-S, than, kleiner als, größer als, schneller als and so on. Und Superlativ kommt immer mit dem bestimmten Artikel. A superlative always comes with the definite article. Why?
In English also we use the.
Yeah,
The
genau.
best.
Yeah.
The fastest.
Right. So why does it come with a definite article?
It's very particular. We are pointing out one particular thing. Usain Bolt is the fastest man. So
Yes, but can you give me a grammatical reason? How many things are we comparing with the positive degree?
no, in positive it's a statement. So we don't compare.
No, we are comparing. We are comparing. We are comparing, but we are comparing 2 things on the same level. We are comparing 2 things which are on the same terms. There is no difference between the 2. So when you compare 2 things and both these things have the same qualities, then we use the positive degree. So good as. My brother is as tall as I am. We are still comparing. That's why you have these degrees of comparison. The positive is for two things which are the same. The comparative is when two things are unequal. They are unequal here. They are not the same. There's a difference in the qualities. Bigger, smaller, faster, quicker, better, and so on. Two things. More than two is reasonable. So when the moment you use more than two, you are pointing to something which is definite, which is why a superlative always comes with a definitive. The fastest runner. Because you're comparing with not just the other two, but everyone else in the world. So that is the reason for superlative being used with a definite article. See, all the revision is now coming back again. If you have a doubt, please do let me know. I can revise this also. Okay. So die Träumer sind so unterschiedlich wie die Menschen selbst. The dreams are as different as the people themselves. No two human beings are alike. Manche sind realistisch. Read this as real. This is a German pronunciation, not real, sondern realistisch. Some of them are realistic dreams. Und manche scheinen vielleicht völlig unerreichbar. Unerreichbar. Was bedeutet das Wort unerreichbar?
Unreachable.
Unattainable, unreachable, not practical. At the moment, the dream will remain a dream. It cannot be realized. It cannot be made realistic. Und es gibt Menschen, die trotzdem nicht aufgeben. Was ist das Wort hier? Aufgeben? Loud, a little louder. To give up. There are people, es gibt Menschen, who do not give up in spite of this. Even if a dream is not real, it cannot be realized, it cannot be made real, they do not give up.
Spending money is ausgeben, am I right? This is aufgeben.
Aus. This is auf. So, that is mit S. Und hier mit F. Und die Menschen, die nicht aufgeben, finden plötzlich der Lebenstraum ganz nah. And it is these people who don't give up, who find that their dream is now very, very near. It's very near to becoming real. And this text is about such people. We learn a few new words here, and also something about dreams and stuff as a topic discussed to talk about very briefly.
Und warum plötzlich hier? Plötzlich is suddenly oder?
Yeah, suddenly. There are people who do not give up. And suddenly, this dream, which is unattainable, unerreichbar, is suddenly very near. What was not possible at one time, suddenly very, very close now. Very close. That means you work so hard, you've made such an effort that you are about to fulfill that dream which at one stage or at one time did not appear that it could become real. Okay, and this is the story. So we'll take the lines from here till here.
Okay. Erfolgerisch sein als Sängerin einmal die Nummer 1 in den Charts und Millionen Klicks für den eigenen Musikclip im Internet. Davon Tromata die 23 eigener Lini Walter schon als Teenager. Sie nahm Gegens und Danceunterricht und vor ein paar Jahren sah es aus.
Als würde, ja, this one. Sah es aus, als würde.
Als würde sich ihr Traum erfüllen.
Yeah, that's it. Danke. Danke. Now, what have you understood here?
Successful as a singer.
Huh?
Therefore, successful as a singer.
Don't translate literally.
Okay, sir.
Don't translate literally. Give me the gist. Give me the meaning. Wer kann das uns allen erklären? Who can explain that to all of us? Not necessarily me alone.
Yes, 23-year-old Leonie's dream is to become #1 and getting a million click in internet. So that is her primary target.
Yeah.
As a successful singer.
As a successful singer, okay. Yeah, good.
And dance class also she's going.
Uh-huh. And
she wants to dream also as a dancer, singer and dancer.
Before your
because she's taking classes from years as a dancer also.
Nine, Monica. Yeah, Jeet. Follow.
Year she looked.
Ein paar Jahre.
4 ein paar Jahre.
A couple of years, yeah. Before.
Couple of years.
4.
Yeah.
Before.
Which years?
Before.
4.
Before.
Seit 2 Jahren sie Traum.
Zeit is still hot even today. Although 4.
It looked like she really goes in dance class.
Nahin, thoda miss ho gaya. You missed it. Okay. Das machen wir jetzt zusammen. Anybody else would like to add something? Want to say something? All this part here till internet. Davon träumte die 23-jährige Leonie Walter. What is this word davon? What do we call this word?
Davon.
What is this word here?
Davon, music clip.
Davon, dafür, damit, darauf, darüber.
It's a composition.
The compound.
The compound, yes.
Yeah, Nitesh, it's a da compound. What does this da compound tell us?
And suffix for the preposition.
On that.
Prefix on the preposition.
Yes. Yeah, Jeet, you were saying something?
Yeah. So few Sachen wir machen ein Prefix.
Schon gesagt.
Ja.
Davor, no, for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this here?
Because the bus is already mentioned, so we are using thereof.
Correct. So what are we doing? we are replacing this entire auf plus auf den Bus,
Ja, worauf wartest du?
yeah, with darauf. Wartest du auf den Bus? Ja, ich warte darauf. Instead of saying, ich warte auf den Bus. Ja, ich warte auf den Bus. Wartest du auf den Bus? Ja, ich warte auf den Bus. So instead of repeating the noun, we replace this noun with a kind of a pronoun, but it is not a pronoun. Why not? Because of the preposition. Because of the preposition. Why did we not say auf ihn? Why not auf ihn? Because if you have this, if you take this here, wenn man sagt, auf den Freund, hier antwortet man auf ihn. Why did we not use auf ihn here?
Nicht persönlich, so.
Yeah.
Ja,
Living
ja, warum?
things.
Also sieht, ja?
Ja, nicht persönlich, ja.
Kannst du das weiter erklären, bitte?
Wir müssen oder wir sollten benutzen dies, wann wir haben eine persönlich Personalpronomen.
Eine Person.
Eine
Wenn es hier eine Person gibt, dann antworten wir mit Präposition plus Pronomen.
Das bedeutet, die Präposition plus Pronomen kommt nur, wenn wir benutzen eine Person.
Genau. Also hier, das ist nicht möglich. Das ist falsch. Das ist falsch. Auf ihn ist falsch. Auf den Bus kann man sagen, aber die Frage hat einen Nomen, die Antwort hat auch ein Nomen. Also Nomen und Nomen. Und das ist nicht gut. So, das sagt man normalerweise nicht. Also weg. Okay, Nomen ist hier schon in der Frage und das Nomen hier ist keine Person. Wenn es keine Person ist, dann nehmen wir diese, wie Nitesh gesagt hat, da compound. Then we take this da compound. Da plus preposition. And what is this da plus preposition? The same preposition that normally would come with the same verb. So we added da before that. Plus preposition. This is called either a pronominal adverb, or some books they say and a prepositional adverb or a prepositional pronomen. That depends on the book and the writer. They keep coming up with new words. Because you're replacing this noun bus with a pronoun. You have to. And because there is a preposition in this, it cannot be called a pronoun. So we change this word to adverb, pronominal adverb or a prepositional adverb. And this da plus preposition is very simple rule here. If the preposition starts with a vowel, then you have to insert an R in between. So da plus über, darüber. Da plus unter, darunter. Da plus auf, darauf. If there is no vowel in the first place of a preposition, if the preposition is bei, dabei. If the preposition is mit, damit. Not damit, damit. Preposition is zwischen, dazwischen, daneben. Da, an, daran. In, darin, because I.
But this combination is only valid only for person. So da come.
Genau.
Okay. All these days I
No,
was
no, things, not for person, things only, sorry.
That's what I'm telling. So
only for things, darauf. For example, if you say, Vasu, ich schreibe dir einen Brief or ich schreibe Ihnen einen Brief. Right?
Yeah.
If you say I'm writing a letter to you, then my response will be, ja, gut, ich freue mich darauf. I'm looking forward to it. Because I will not repeat the noun. I can also easily say, ich freue mich auf den Brief.
That's it. So the combination is only for non-living things. Personal pronoun is with person. Okay.
Correct. So now this brings us to the other issue. We have to know which preposition comes with which verb. So that's something we have to learn through practice. Remember my question? I asked each one of you, wovon träumst du? Wovon träumst du? Wovon träumst du? Remember? At the beginning of the class, I had asked you this question. And all of you reacted with ich träume von, ich träume von, ich träume von. That's the way to do it. And when you say ich träume von, you are at liberty to add what you want. And most of you gave me things in the answer. Only one or two said family. But most of you gave me things in the answer. Deutschland, Arbeit, Deutsch lernen, Prüfung, Reise. I think one person said Familie. There my question should have been, von wem träumst du? Of whom are you dreaming? I'm dreaming of my family. But what are you dreaming of? Don't translate this wo as where. Here in this compound, it becomes what of, what for, or what in, and so on. So this davon here refers to this entire three lines, the first three lines. Erfolgreich sein als Sängerin. Einmal die Nummer 1 in den Charts und Millionen Klicks für den eigenen Musikclip im Internet. To be successful as a singer, number 1 in the charts and 1 million hits on her music clip in internet. Of this all, dreamt, past tense, the 23-year-old Leonie Walter, schon als Teenager. Already as a teenager, she was dreaming of this. Now she's 23. Sie nahm Gesangsunterricht und Tanzunterricht. This word Unterricht is common to this noun Gesang and also to Tanz. Since it's common to both, use it only once. And that too with the second half. Because it is the second half, use it with the second half. Gesangs, Gedankenstrich, hyphen, and then Tanzunterricht. This is typically German when it comes to writing. For example, Lehrbuch und Arbeitsbuch. Textbook and workbook. So Lehre und Arbeitsbuch. Text und Arbeitsbuch. So man wiederholt das nicht normalerweise im Deutschen. It's normally not repeated in German. Yeah? So let's get back now. Grammatic is vorbei. So million clicks, that was her dream, teenage years. And 2 years ago, 2 years back, don't say before 2 years. Yeah, that's wrong English. 2 years ago, 2 years back, it appeared. Once you say 2 years back, you're talking about something that has happened, over, finished, which means it's past tense. Which is, if it's past tense, preteritum, you have to change the verb. Remember we did this? Perfect, preteritum, and pluscuamperfect. The usage. So sah es aus. 2 years ago, it looked, it appeared, it seemed to be, als würde sich ihr Traum auferfüllen. As if. This is a conjunctive Zwei-Struktur, which we shall be dealing with down the line in lesson number 7, I think. So a little bit of patience. In about 3 weeks, we should be there. It appeared as if her dream will become real. So now, who will read from Leonie till...
Kann ich?
Ja, bitte. Bis Pop Himmel. Ja.
Ja. Leonie nahm als eine Castingshow teil und kam in die Form vom Fernsehsender zusammengestellt. Band. Auf einmal war sie berühmt. Die Band brachte ein Album heraus und die 3 jungen Sängerinnen galten als neue Stars am deutschen Pophimmel. Doch der Anfangs
Stop. Because that goes on a little more further on. Stop.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So Leonie nahm an einer Castingshow teil. Was ist teilnehmen?
Participating.
Participate. What is the
Take
preposition that comes with this?
Teilnehmen in.
Teilnehmen?
In.
An.
An. An. Auf Deutsch an. In German? An. In English?
In.
In. Watch. Watch. So these small things you should start making a note of. Maybe keep a separate notebook and start writing these down. Teilnehmen an, and look at this word here. Einer.
It's dative.
Dative. Yes. Well done, Jeet. So teilnehmen an, to participate in, dative. So the article for this verb, for this noun, show, the show. So Leonie participated in a casting show. A casting show is where you have to perform and prove yourself. Kam in die vom Fernsehsender zusammengestellte Band. Und sie kam in die Band. What is this word band? Music group.
Yeah.
Music group, no? Music
group. Correct. The band. Auf Deutsch, pronounce it as Band, but since it's a word which has been borrowed from outside of German, use the original pronunciation, band. So she came into a band, that is, she became part of a band that was put together by the TV people. Zusammengestellt.
Placed.
Placed or put together by the TV. Auf einmal Farsi Berührung. What is the meaning of auf einmal?
Suddenly.
Suddenly. So you have a synonym here at the top. Plötzlich. So plötzlich und auf einmal sind Synonyme. They're synonyms. Suddenly she was famous. Berühmt, famous. Die Band brachte ein Album heraus. Das Album herausbringen. Das ist herausbringen.
Release, produce.
Release. Who released?
The band.
Who released what?
The band.
The band. The band released what?
An album.
Album.
An album.
See, the moment you ask yourself these W questions, your case becomes clear. Who released is Subjekt, wer, Subjekt, was, ein Album. Accusative object, direct object, which we were discussing a little earlier, 2-3 days back. And look at this noun here, ein Album, accusative object, ein, this is neuter. Had this been masculine, it would have been einen. Masculine noun in accusative becomes einen. Feminine is eine. This is ein, and so album is neutrum. So looking at a sentence, when you come across a noun, you can easily find out what is the gender of that noun. Very simple. You don't need me to help you out with it. Sir, what is the gender of the album? Oh, it's clear. The band brought out, the band released what? An album. Okay. Ein Album, article bitte. Oh, ein Album. Not eine, not einen. So, that's it. So work your way through sentences on your own in this manner. Even if you are in a doubt, you're not sure, you have no time to check at that moment, continue with the reading. Somewhere you might find the reference. I have found it here. Das zweite Album. See, article has been given to us now. So never be in a rush to start looking for meanings or articles in a text. Read the text till the end. And right now, this is a kind of a Leseübung. It's there in the other one. Okay. It's a Leseübung. How do we practice reading and gathering information on our own? Why on our own? Remember, in the exam, you're on your own. Till the exam, I will hold all of you by the hand, by your fingers or whatever, and then lead you up to the exam. There, you are alone. You have to work on your own. My support will not be there in the exam. And I want to teach you how to do that without my support, even before the exam. Langsam arbeiten. Am Anfang. Und dann geht es ganz automatisch und sehr, sehr schnell. Okay, so now, suddenly she became famous. The band released an album, and there were 3 singers. Und die 3 jungen Sängerinnen galten als neue Stars am deutschen Pophimmel. Gelten, galt, gegolten. Gelten, galt, gegolten. Was bedeutet das Verb gelten? This is Präteritum.
Valid.
Give me a better word here. Valid nahi jamega. The three singers were valid as new stars, nahi jamega. Give me a better word.
Apply.
Applied as new stars? No. Nope. Give me a better word. Remember, in translation, you have to
Establish.
Good. Well done. Or you can also say they stood as new stars. Remember, when you translate, you have to translate appropriately. Don't go by dictionary meanings. The danger of using two languages. You have to choose the right word in the other language. And these three young singers, girls, stood as new stars am deutschen Pophimmel. What's this Himmel? Der Himmel.
Cloud.
Das ist Wolke.
Sky. Sky.
Pahad.
Sky. Give me another word. Give me another word.
Heaven.
Heaven. Yeah. Always look for more synonyms, more meanings. So later, if necessary, we can choose the right one. So these three, they stood as new stars in the German pop heavens, in the German pop sky. Three new stars. Okay, so now let's continue. From Doch till sagt sie. Yeah, who will take this now? Yeah, please. Let's read this further. Wer möchte weiterlesen? Oder wer liest weiter?
Vasu is here.
Ja, gut, Vasu.
Ja. Nach der Anfangs Abhörevoll. Anfangs
Euphorie.
Euphorie, okay. Anfangs Euphorie folgte bald die Ernüchterung. Das zweite Album verkaufte sich nur nach mäßig. Die Auftritte wurden immer weniger, schließlich trennte sich die Band. Im Moment verdient Leone ihren Lebensunterhalt in einem Coffeeshop. Meinen Traum habe ich aber trotzdem noch nicht aufgegeben. Ich versuche es einfach weiter. Eine neue Band habe ich auch schon, sagt sie.
Yeah, so what is the story now? What is the ending of the story of Leonie Walter?
She has not achieved her dream. She is yet to achieve a few more things. She has achieved certain things, but she is not contained with that achievement. She wants to achieve further.
Okay, the anderen, was sagen die anderen? What have the others understood? Doch der Anfangs-Euphorie folgte bald die Ernüchterung. When you look at this word, doch der Anfangs-Euphorie folgte bald die Ernüchterung. What is the subject here? Come on, people. Wie heißt das Subjekt hier?
Der Anfangs
Euphorie. Yeah, thank you.
Huh? What is the verb in the sentence?
Folgte. Yeah.
Infinitive?
Folgen.
Folgen. What does it mean?
Follow.
Right. Suppose if I give you this sentence, what is the subject in these sentences?
Ish.
Der Frau,
Der Frau, dem Kind.
dem Kind, der Frau.
Again, therefore. Why is it not? Why is this the object? And why is this the subject?
सर verb conjugation जो है वो
Super. Well done. Well said. Also das Verb zeigt mir das. Yeah, das Verb zeigt mir, ich is the subject. Okay, fine. This was the easy part. But now, go back here. Folgte, third person singular. I have a problem. Is the subject euphorie or is it ernüchterung? Both are third person. So how do I know what is what? Let's go back to der and die. One of them has to be the object. Now, if I tell you that the noun euphorie is feminine,
Then this is object.
and that is a dative. So the
sir,
yeah,
folgen is a dative verb. That's the reason the folger in here.
Absolutely. That is why in German they do this very often. The object can be put in the beginning, and it's very difficult to make out in English, for example, when you transfer, it's very difficult to make out which is the subject, which is the object. Let me give you the confusing thing in English, why and how it works. There are two sentences here.
If you change the position, the meaning changes. Yeah.
What is this here? The child asks the father. Which is the subject here?
The child.
And the second one?
Father.
No,
In English it is right, Jeet. In English, the position decides. In German, even if you change the position, but because of the conjugation, it remains same.
I've changed. I put it in this manner, like here.
Yeah.
The child asks the father. There's a Kind fragt den Vater. Then I put den Vater in the beginning. I mean, what have I done? I put the accusative object in the beginning. So whether you say the Kind fragt den Vater or the Vater fragt the Kind,
the meaning remains same.
Meaning remains the same. Whereas in English, when you swap father in the beginning and put child at the latter half, the second half, the meaning changes. Also Vasu hat recht, he is correct. So in German, that problem does not arise, the confusion does not arise, because this helps us, the there and the die. It cannot be their euphorie and the ernüchterung. We have to check the article. So again, just to alert ourselves, we must know the articles. We have to learn the articles. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is this masculine? Is this feminine? Is this neutrum? Immediately check in a dictionary. The euphorie. Okay. So the euphorie becomes their euphorie. Feminine noun becomes their. Dative. Jeet explained that beautifully. Which means this verb folgen is dative, object in the beginning, followed by something. Small things in a text.
Yeah, here habe ich ein Tipp. Here, this Erneuchterung. Normally
is feminine.
Yeah. but ending is feminine. So the is the article for that. So then there is.
Yeah, but you see, the other doubt here, Vasu, is feminine accusative also is the.
Yeah.
See, your problem lies in not here, but here. You're not sure of this article. So this is anyway the, na? Nouns are feminine. That's Visindia. But is this the here accusative or is it nominative? Because feminine, both are same, na? Nominative and accusative feminine, reason gleich. So you're not sure, is this the object or is this the subject? The problem is here. You have to check this one. Der Euphorie oder das Euphorie oder die Euphorie. Normalerweise nouns ending with IE are feminine. Die Familie. Remember? You've done the word Familie. All of us?
Yeah.
See, it is die Familie. Die Euphorie. So what is this Euphorie? It's a similar word in English. Euphoria. In English, it's euphoria. What is euphoria? Wer kann das erklären? Euphoria.
Words with the same spelling or same sound. Euphoric.
So what is that euphoric or euphoria? What's related to this word here?
Same sound. Phonic.
No. Anyone here?
Sir, Kaine
Anung? चलो कोई बात नहीं. Anfang, what is Anfang?
Beginning.
Beginning, starting.
To start.
Okay, so let's put it in the right order. Doch, die Ernüchterung folgte bald der Anfangseuphorie. Ernüchterung means disappointment. But very soon, disappointed, bald soon, disappointment followed the initial, the starting pleasure. Euphoria is extreme pleasure, extreme delight. Extreme delight is euphoria. It's a word that comes from Latin. If you have a rough idea of Latin roots and Latin verbs and even Greek words and roots, and European languages are easy to learn. With Latin, you can learn Spanish, Italian, and French very quickly. So the initial euphoria, the initial delight, that pleasure, that feeling of extreme pleasure, that is euphoria, was quickly followed by disappointment.
Okay. Sir, one small remembrance. Second day we discussed about this dog. So dog should come when it is in the negative meaning.
Yeah.
So
it is, huh? It is.
Yeah. So it's an example for our discussion. So we started with the dog.
You're looking for a negative meaning?
Yeah, here it was followed. Yeah, the initial disappointment was followed by a success.
No. The initial success was followed by disappointment. Yeah. Oh. Neue starts.
Yeah.
Und hier Ernüchterung. Doppelpunkt. What is this Ernüchterung?
Disappointment. Ernüchterung.
What is it here? After
here.
that comes the disappointment. Doppelpunkt, colon. Das zweite Album
verkaufte sich nur noch mäßig.
Just moderately. The second album was sold only in moderate numbers. Only a few, not too many. Not 100 out of 100, not 1,000 out of 1,000. Only moderately. 300 out of 1,000, 400 out of 1,000. See? So the second album itself, the sales went down. The Auftreten or Auftritt, they are Auftritt, the appearances, stage show. So their stage show appearances wurden weniger. They started coming down. They became fewer and fewer. They performed fewer and fewer stage shows. Schließlich trennte sich die Band.
The band. Separated from the band.
Separately, the band separated. The three girls, they separated. Und im Moment verdient Leonie ihren Lebensunterhalt. Was ist Lebensunterhalt? Leben?
Living, life.
Daily basic needs, you can say.
Correct. Well done. Well done. We just need a rough meaning. I don't need the exact meaning here.
Yeah.
So what is verdienen?
Verdien is earning.
Verdienen is to earn.
Right.
Earn.
So right now, yeah. Good people, have the confidence.
Yeah. She's earning her livelihood from a coffee shop, not from the band.
At the moment, Leonie is earning her living or making her living in a coffee shop. But what does she say? Meinen Traum habe ich aber trotzdem noch nicht aufgegeben. See the opening sentence which is here. Exactly the example I gave you. Ich habe meinen Traum. Meinen Traum habe ich. Starts with the accusative object. I have not, in spite of that, despite that, trotzdem, in spite of that, I have not given up my dream. Aufgeben, to give up, surrender. Okay, I lose, I give up. Nein. Ich versuche es einfach weiter. Eine neue Band habe ich auch schon, sagt sie. She says, I got myself a new band now, a new group, new band. I'll try it again. I'll try again. You have heard about this music group, ABBA, A-B-B-A, the Swedish music group? Any of you here have heard about this music group, ABBA, A-B-B-A? Nine? You've not heard the music?
9.
Oh, some of you may not even have been born then. This is during my college days. My college days, one of my favorite groups. I did not like many groups, but this was a beautiful group, beautiful songs, beautiful voices. Then the band broke up. 2 ladies and 2 men. They got married to each other also. They were married couples later. They broke up. No more. Now that band is back again. A-B-B-A, ABBA. These are the first names of the singers. That's how the name of the band came about. Yeah, Agneta, Björn, Benny, and what was the last one? Anfried. Agneta, Björn, Benny, and Anfried. Each, they're Swedish. All their names started with the letters, and this letters, Anfangsbuchstaben, war dann der Name des Bands. ABBA. Look it up on the net. Nice music. I mean, this is from the late 70s and early 80s. I have their chatting on my cell phone, also on the car radio or the car stereo. Very, very popular.
Sounds we heard about this guy, Bonnie.
About the same time.
Even the recent
they're about the same time, by the way. About the same time. Boniem also.
Yeah, Daddy Cool,
Yes.
Rasputin.
Yeah. Rasputin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Daddy Cool was very famous at the time. Daddy
yes,
Cool.
that's right. A whole lot of songs. Boniem, whole lot of songs. Rivers of Babylon,
Yeah.
whole lot of songs. So about the same time, both of them. So when you say aufgeben, to give up, no more. Then let's see if we can finish this here. Who'll take it up from here? Der 44-jährige till, I think Nitesh should take this up. There's something here special. Yeah, up to kennenlernen. Yeah, Nitesh. Nitesh, bist du da?
Nitesh ist da, aber Strom angestellt.
Stumm
angestellt.
Stumm gestellt.
Gestellt, okay.
Hallo, Nitesh.
Nitesh, BLN bitte, wir haben kurze Zeit nach.
Okay, somebody else then, because there's a reason
Dann
I want you to
oder?
Anybody? Prembada?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you take it up, please? Der 44. Yeah.
Der 44-jährige George Schroeder wuchs in einem kleinen Dorf bei Innsbruck auf. Seine Eltern wollten aus ihm einen Lehrer machen. Doch er träumte von der großen, weiten Welt. Nach der Matura hatte er zunächst Geschichte und Völkerkunde studiert. Doch dann begann er mit seinen Expeditionen und verwirklichte seinen Traum, die Wüsten dieser Erde kennenzulernen.
Danke. Have you understood this? Aufwachsen, wuchs auf. Was ist aufwachsen?
Grow up.
Wake up.
To grow up. Well done. To grow up. So der 44-jährige Georg, Georg. Ja, auf Deutsch sagen wir Georg, not George, sondern Georg. So der Georg Schröder wuchs in einem kleinen Dorf bei Innsbruck auf. Wo liegt Innsbruck? Wo ist diese Stadt Innsbruck?
Es ist in Österreich.
Ja, also Innsbruck liegt in Österreich.
Österreich, ja.
Ja, in Österreich, in Tirol. Im Bundesland Tirol, in the federal state of Tirol. Innsbruck is an Austrian town, capital of Tirol. 2 Winter Olympics were held here. It's a very nice town. Very, very close to Innsbruck is your Swarovski crystal factory.
Ja, ich war da schon mal.
Yeah. Swarovski crystals, they are one of the costliest items that one can probably buy a shop and give to somebody. Exquisite work. It's very close to Innsbruck. So he grew up in a small village near Innsbruck, bei Innsbruck. Seine Eltern wollen aus ihm einen Lehrer machen. His parents wanted to make him a teacher.
Doch,
but. Yeah, see, it is negative to what is coming on the other side, the opposite of that. Doch träumte von den großen weiten Welt. But he was dreaming of the world, the whole big wide world. Nach der Matura, die Matura, was ist denn Matura? Latin, the Latin term. school leaving exam, school finals. The Matura, this is the school finals.
Okay, Schulabschluss, like
Schulabschluss, genau.
Okay.
That means you are now mature enough to leave the world, go into the world. That is the same word which is there in maturity, maturation, matura ball, maturation ball. The so-called, what is it called? Pro. What is the American term? The school leaving, there's always a dance at the end of the school leaving year.
Pon.
Prom.
Yeah.
Prom.
Genau. Ja, Matura Ball heißt das dann. Prom. Right, so after this, he first zunächst bedeutet zuerst. Ja, zunächst hier. At first, after he finished his school leaving exam, left school, he first studied Geschichte. What's it, Geschichte?
History.
History. Yeah. It can also mean story. Yes, you're right. But studying, you don't study a story, you read a story, correct?
Yeah.
So here we have studieren, so the other meaning of Geschichte, history. Und Völkerkunde. Das Volk, die Völker. Das Volk, die Völker. Ethnology. The study of people, basically. Study of tribes, study of people living in different parts of the world. Ethnology heißt das. Yeah, in English you say ethnology, but here auf Deutsch Völkerkunde. He studied ethnology and history. Und dann begann mit seinen Expeditionen und verwirklichte seinen Traum, die Wüsten dieser Erde kennenzulernen. Then he realized his dream. He started with his expeditions and he made his dream come true to familiarize himself, to get to know the deserts of this planet, deserts of the earth.
What is the word for desert here? Yeah.
Vista.
Okay. Vista is desert. Okay.
Yeah. And you can see the picture here. There's a vista.
Here?
Ja.
Herr Leonie Walter ist ein Mädchen oder ein Jung?
Leonie Walter, it's a Mädchen.
Hey, wait. Don't panic. What is the word here?
Ja, ich habe er gesehen.
Nee, wo ist das? See here.
Volkerung.
In?
Sängerin.
Ja, er ist Sängerin. Ja.
Okay, wait. Then wait. There's so many clues here. What is this here?
Jährige, ja.
Die.
Die Jährige.
So it is not masculine. Had it been masculine, it would have been there.
There.
Then one more.
Sie.
It's not air. She participated. Then, wait, just go and see how many clues we have. Auf einmal war?
Ja, sie.
Ja, sie.
Yeah, and one more. Look at the end.
Sagt sie.
There you are. Yeah, so I'm not blaming you because learning names and finding out whether the name is masculine or feminine is not easy. So some names confuse us.
Bei Volkerung, es gibt ein Wort.
Wo?
Nähe Volkerung, wir haben jetzt diskutiert.
Ja. Also this is Völkerkunde.
Ja. Und
Völkerkunde is ethnology. Study of tribes, study of people. Study of people, basically, in different parts of the world. Right? So, and then he realizes dream of getting to know, getting acquainted with the deserts of this earth.
Yeah.
And Premada, can you just finish this, please? Just 4 lines. Can you just finish this?
So the air mit seinen Expedition with air, warum air?
Yeah.
So früher begann er mit seinen Expeditionen.
Expedition, ja.
Expedition, ja. Warum er?
Yeah. Georg Schröder.
This is second story. This is not, it's a second story.
It's not Leonie. This is the second person here. Another person now. First was Leonie, and now ein neuer Person. Yeah, this is Georg Schröder. Wir sprechen von Georg Schröder hier. Second one.
Georg Schröder.
Also Leonie, Nummer 1, Georg, Nummer 2. So, Premada, can you finish this text, please? From here to here now.
Ja. Ich habe viele Landschaften ausprobiert, aber es war die Uste, die mich von ersten Sicht an gefangen genommen hat, berichtet Schröder, der heute als Experte für Abenteurer und ganze Paarungen gilt.
Well done. Well read. Now, let's look at this sentence again. There's this verb gelten again.
Ja.
Gilt als, also Schröder, gilt als Experte. What is this gelten als? We did this word gelten just now.
Yeah, he stood as, he bloomed as.
Right, he stood as. Well done. Huh? So he represented, he was now considered an expert for adventure and border travel across borders. He's an expert. He could tell you anything and everything there is to about adventure, driving adventure in such areas. And Wüste, why did he choose Wüste deserts? Dann sagt er, ich habe viele Landschaften ausprobiert. Landschaft?
Landscapes.
Different kinds of landscapes, land sceneries, landscapes. Ausprobieren.
Try.
To try out. Yeah.
Explore.
Explore. I have tried out, I explored different landscapes. But es war die Wüste, die mich vom ersten Schritt, but it was a desert that from the very first step mich gefangen genommen hat. What is this gefangen genommen hat?
From the first step, it inspired me. It
पकड़ लिया.
To hold.
Louder, Ritesh. Yeah.
Yeah, Gelocart.
It caught hold of me. Right from the first step, the desert caught hold of me. I was fascinated. So, which is why?
Here are two verbs, but here in a colloquial language he put gefangen, genommen, hart. Hart gefangen, hart genommen.
Not two verbs, only one. Hart genommen. Nah, the verb is gefangen nehmen. The verb itself is gefangen nehmen. Only genommen has become participle zwei. Gefangen is already in this form. The verb itself is gefangen nehmen, not fangen nehmen.
Okay.
Yeah, in German is gefangen nehmen. That is the verb.
Okay.
So we change the second half.
Genommen,
yeah. So gefangen genommen. It looks a little confusing. Yes, I agree with you. But it took hold of me. It caught me. And what is berichten?
To report.
To report. In other words, to say, to narrate, to report. That is what the explanation is giving here. But why deserts? Why deserts? So he said, yeah, I was totally attracted.
Basically, he is from Australia. So in Australia, they don't have desert. So normally when he sees for the first time, it would have attracted
Yeah,
him.
but he traveled a lot. Er begann mit Expeditionen, remember? For that matter, there are no deserts in Europe anyway.
Yeah, they'd come to Siberia near Russia. Or...
Yeah, Gobi Desert, Mongolia. Gobi in Mongolia. Then you have, of course, Thar Desert in India. Then you have the painted what is it, desert in America. Then you have the Sahara in Africa, Sahara in the north, and Kalahari in the south in Africa. There's Kalahari Desert in the south of Africa.
Egypt in Australia here.
Australia itself, the whole of Australia is a desert. Between the west coast and the east coast, the complete area is a desert. Vyusta is the word. As long as we remember that, that's good enough. The Vyusta.
Okay. Why it was attracting for him?
It's unique, no?
Yeah, that's what I said. So since he's from Austria, it is unique for him.
It's unique even for me. I'm also fascinated by deserts. There is not a single landmark which will help you. You go into a desert, you do not know whether you're going east, west, north, or south.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to make out. There is not a single tree, building, mountain to say, okay, I turn right here, I turn left here, I go straight. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nothing is visible. And sometimes in deserts, your GPS does not work.
Work, yes.
Rosie, you have experienced it?
Even I have experienced in Sinai problems. Sinai, near Egypt.
I know where Sinai is.
So,
the others don't tell them.
Sinai.
Jordan.
Yeah, so
Jordan.
that was really a super desert where we don't get even water to drink.
Yep. And you don't know which direction you're traveling.
Direction we are traveling. And there comes a storm, the muddy storm also. So it's very dangerous.
Then you lose all sense of direction.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And this happened to us also in a desert in the run of Kutch in Gujarat.
Okay.
When I asked my fellow travelers, do you know where we are? One of them told me, of course I know. I said, can you find the way back? He said, yes, of course. I said, how will you find it? He said, I will follow the wheel tracks of our Jeep. I'll follow it and we can go back. I said, okay. After 10 minutes, there was a small wind which blew. After the wind went away, it became calm. Then I asked him, can you please show me the tracks? There were no tracks. And then he pointed in some direction vaguely. Yeah, we came this way. Then I asked the driver, is it right? He said, no, sir, we came from this side. And he showed the opposite direction. And he took us in that direction and brought us back. You have to live there to know. So that's why it's so fascinating desert.
Yeah, I was there in Jaisalmer, but I did not experience this. Just I had sand dunes and I had...
It's awesome. Awesome, Vasu. Yeah? Okay. Then I don't know whether you can finish this.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, I need to leave in another 4 minutes. I have my first
Yeah,
call.
so I will stop here. As you can see here, this gelebte Träume is talking about how people have struggled to, bring their dreams alive. And Schroeder is now an expert for adventure, grenz and border experiences, extreme experiences, how to survive in a desert, how to survive in extreme conditions. You check his profile on the internet, it's there. I checked. He is very much there. And this last text is about a Profi Fußballer. What's the name? Profi Fußballer.
Professional footballer.
Football player who earns his livelihood from the sport.
Right. So this is your little bit of homework for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Reading this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
All of you, I hope you have the book now.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
And this is Seite 12, Seite 12. Read it aloud to yourselves. Don't use a dictionary, please. Kein Wörterbuch, keine Hilfe. Read it and try to understand the text from what is given here. Don't stop. Profi, Fußballer, das Volta. Don't look at that. Read the whole text. Then you understand the text as a whole, in an entirety. That is what I want, not individual words.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's stop here and talk about other things tomorrow with some more nice sentences coming up, nice experiences, loads of German phrases and so on. So, any other questions? Habt ihr noch Fragen? Hat jemand noch Fragen? Any other questions?
Sir, Wörterbuch